Hey bears, I'm back. And today I'm so excited because I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite books. It's called My Lady Jane. And it's really cool because it's by three authors, Cynthia Hand, Brodi Ashton, and Jodi Meadows. And what's really cool about it being by three different authors is the book is narrated by three different characters. So each author wrote a different character's perspective. So you really do get three different voices. It's awesome. Okay, so My Lady Jane is available on Hoopla and Libby, so lots of different places you can get this awesome book. Okay, a little bit of history background. This is a historical fiction and a fantasy, so it's a retelling of real events in history with a little bit of fantasy involved. So in 1553, King Edward VI was dying, and he needed to name an heir. Now, he didn't want to name his half-sister, Queen Mary, who we now know as Bloody Mary, because, well, she was a different religion than him, and he didn't want to hand the country over to her. She was a Catholic, and there was a conflict between the Protestants and the Catholics. Okay, so My Lady Jane rewrites this. Now, there's still a conflict between Edward and Mary, but it's not about religion anymore. It's about shapeshifters. So there is a conflict between the Athenians, who are the shapeshifters, and the Verities, who are not shapeshifters. So Queen Mary is not a shapeshifter, and she wants to oust the country of all the shapeshifters, the Athenians. So King Edward, well, he's like, I don't want that to happen. So he names his distant cousin, Lady Jane Grey, as his heir. And you can imagine, the next in line, Queen Mary, was not happy about that. So the first thing that happens is Lady Jane Grey is married off. She's like, I don't want to be a queen. I don't want to be a wife. I just want to read my books and be left alone. Well, they had other plans for her. So she gets married to this man named Lord Gifford Dudley. And she thinks that he's like such a womanizer, that he is not a good person. But in reality, it just turns out that he is a horse during the day and he's only a man at night. All of this just throws Jane for a loop. So, Jane and Edward and Gifford are caught up in royal plots and intrigue and mystery and adventure and a little bit of love, trying to figure out, is she going to be the heir? Is she going to steal the throne? Is Mary going to come back with all of her supporters and actually do what happened in history where Lady Jane Grey was killed? She was beheaded. So is that going to happen? Or, what's going to happen? So this is such a great book because it's fun and witty, and I love the way that it retells the story in such a fantastical way. And I also love that this small person in history, Lady Jane Grey, who really could have changed the course of history, I love that her story gets to be retold. So please pick up My Lady Jane on Hoopla or Libby to read this awesome history. All right, get reading. Bye, bears.